Hello YouTube, Bricks Unbound here with a LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're looking at set number 75091, the Flash Speeder, that comes with 312 pieces and originally retailed for about $30 in the United States. It came out during the summer last year of 2015. This year it is starting to actually go on sale, so a lot of places are currently selling it for around $27 or so US, maybe cheaper than that if you're lucky. So I picked it up at a discount, and it's one of those sets that is not really an iconic ship. I think this is only the second time that LEGO's even made a version of it, so it doesn't get updated very often. I decided to go ahead and pick it up for some of these mini figures here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the speeder itself. It looks relatively accurate to the film. I don't remember seeing all these laser cannons on it, but that is definitely great for play. It does have 3 spring-loaded shooters on it, so you can just push down on the tops of these bolts and it'll fire them out at pretty good speeds. That actually might have bounced off the head of this guy. Let's I'm gonna test that again here to see if that does actually happen, because if that's the case, it's not so good for that play feature here. Let's watch here. Nope, okay, it did fire over him that time, it looked like. But you do have to be careful about that, it looks like. You can angle the side ones to fire them off, and then, as you can see, to open the doors, they just swing up, which is a nice little feature. I mean, it's not something you usually see on vehicles. I don't remember seeing that in the movie, but it very well could happen. When you open that up, it does expose these Technic beams down here, which I'm not too crazy about seeing those all open, but most of the time you will have this closed, so that won't make a difference. This does have lots of nice curves to it with how they've done the front and the sides, so good design with the set, even though it's not the most iconic vehicle ever. And these guys do come with weapons, and there's even storage for them back here. These pieces just pop off. I kind of wish they would have made it so those would hinge open one way or the other, because just breaking them off, it just doesn't quite fit with being immersed in the play experience. So they each have a little pistol. Fit both of them there. There's a storage on the other side too that has a set of binoculars in it right now. Just your standard LEGO binoculars. And possibly the best thing about this is, unlike most LEGO vehicles, you can seat 4 figures in here, at least 4. Really, you could probably get 6 or 7 if you have them positioned right, because I mean, you can, if you have more security guards, you can stick them back here. So yeah, you can fit 1 on each side in the back, and then look at that, you can even fit 1 in front of them. So you could probably seat 6 figures inside here if you really wanted to, which is great for playability. I don't think in the movie that it sat that many. I don't know if we really ever saw more than 2 people in one of these in the actual film. This is episode 1, by the way, in case you don't actually recognize the vehicle. It's in Naboo, and it appears briefly towards the end of the movie. And then also you get, to oppose them here, you get a couple battle droids and a Gungan. Let's go ahead and move in to the close-up on the minifigures. We get 5 minifigures in this set, 2 regular battle droids, which are the same as they've been for quite some time, and then we get the Naboo security officer, the Naboo security guard, and Captain Tarpals, the Gungan. So as I said, the battle droids are the same as they have always been. They have standard blasters, which, I mean, those are always nice to get, so you can actually arm some of your battle pack figures with those if you would like. And then the 2 Naboo people have the shorter blaster pistols, and Captain Tarpals has just a regular minifig spear in dark brown. Let's go ahead and take the hats off these guys, and we'll spin them around to the back. Lower that down so you can see everybody's front torso printing nice and clearly. Looks pretty good, and actually the main reason I got this set was for these minifigures, and not to use them in anything Star Wars related. I actually have a different plan for them. Their torsos and leg printing, I think, really for actually all 3 of these. Well, he doesn't have any leg printing, but is super useful, and I'm actually going to use it for a completely different project, not Star Wars related, at all. If you see this guy's face here, it looks quite familiar, but I don't think it actually is a reused face. It looks a lot like the Lord of the Rings elves' faces that they used in various sets, but it is a little bit different. He's got a nice anger expression in the back, very expressive. I like that face, and it will come in quite handy, as I said, for what I actually have these two figures planned to use for. And nice printing on the back there. And let's see what Captain Tarple has got in the back for us. Looks like a continuation of that front print. And it does still look pretty nice. Again, that is also very versatile. The lavender arms, maybe not so much, but I do think the printing is quite nice on these figures. And the detail of the printing on Captain Tarple's here is quite impressive. All those little lavender dots in there. Gungans aren't super popular in Star Wars lore, the Star Wars fan base, so I'm not sure about his usefulness beyond his torso, because not a whole lot of people do Gungan mocks, at least not that I know of. I mean, it's very possible, and I'm sure you could come up with some very cool ones. So that's the 5 minifigures for this set. Let's go ahead and zoom out again and take a look at my final thoughts. Now for my final thoughts on this set. Honestly, I would say, unless you're a huge Star Wars fan who wants to collect every single Star Wars set, this is one that you'd probably be safe to skip out on. It has some fun little play features. You can shoot the droids with the spring-loaded shooters. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot going for it. It does have a nice build. I like how you can sit, well, really up to 6 minifigures in it, which is pretty nice for a Lego vehicle. You normally don't get anywhere close to that. Maybe 1 or 2, depending on if you can set them directly behind each other or not. So that is nice. I do think the design of the vehicle itself is a good design. It is just not an iconic enough vehicle, and the characters in the set are not major characters. I mean, only one of them is even named, Captain Tarples. You could probably create a Captain Panaka by combining different pieces from the security officer and the security guard in this set. But other than that, it's not going to be everybody's favorite set. You could safely skip this one and use your money on something else. I personally got it for the minifigures, and I'm not even going to use them as Star Wars minifigures. I'm going to use them in a separate project. So this set will be taken apart. The pieces will be used for other things. I can probably use some of them to maybe make some custom vehicles for my city. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.